Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing things a little bit differently. Every month I do a favorites and flops video and I'm still doing that today, but I normally do it full beat with a whole face of makeup on. But I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, because of the self-isolation and quarantine and staying home, really the only time I've been putting on makeup is for videos, and I figured that it's a little more likely that I'd be doing a face mask. So today I'm going to be using a face mask while I talk about all these products, and I did want to feature the Ole Henriksen Cold Plunge Pore Mask. I've used this before. You guys know I love it, and right now my pores need a little bit of love because, again, I haven't been able to really go outside. So I'm going to be putting this on and then talking through all of my favorites and flops for the month of March. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. I do upload 3-ish times a week, and that's going to be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to do some skincare with me, hang out, and talk about the highs and lows of this past month, stay tuned. Alright, first thing, I am going to throw this mask on, so I'm just going to apply it and try not to make a huge mess. I do like to use, this is a little Glam Glow mask brush that, honestly, normally I use one from Smashbox that I had and I could not find it. So this is the one we're going to use today. I love this mask for a couple reasons. First, I actually find that my pores are severely tightened after I use it. Second, I love how it makes my skin feel after, because there is a lotus extract in here. So it's very cooling on the skin, but I really feel like my skin gets detoxed, even on the places I'm not super, concerned about pores. The one thing I will say is it does have a little bit of a menthol-y effect. You really shouldn't be applying in the immediate eye area anyway, a mask like this. But with this one, it will burn if you get it there. So I trace the orbital bone, and that's as high up as I go. Alright, now that the mask is on, it's really going to take between 15 and 20 minutes to dry, which is the perfect amount of time for me to talk through my favorites and flops. So my first favorite of the month, just because I find that these two products together are what are really helping me to keep my skin from revolting and breaking out and really hating me because of this whole stay inside all the time. The first is going to be the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. My bottle is down to here. Don't worry, I already have another one in backup. The reason I love this one so much is it's almost like an oil consistency, but it doesn't leave an oily residue. The way I use this is I will apply like 3 or 4 drops to my fingertips, and I will just press it around the skin, and it leaves everything super glowy and really nourished. What I love most about this product is it just feels like this protective barrier, keeping crap from getting out of my skin. I've mentioned in the past that Brandon actually uses this as a spot treatment. Anytime he feels like something's going to break out, he'll pop this on it, and the next day, it diminishes it by a lot. It is calming, it is soothing, it is nourishing, it is hydrating. Basically, there's not a single person whose skin I don't think could benefit from using this. I did actually have the opportunity to go to a Kiehl's training like back in September, so 6 months-ish ago. And I remember when they were talking about this product, they mentioned specifically that this is not designed to be a miracle cure for your skin. Rather, this is a product that's designed to make your skin work better. While you're sleeping is your regenerative cycle, and that's going to be the opportunity for your skin to really rebalance itself and correct. And a product like this is not just going to put great ingredients on the skin, but it's going to allow the skin to do what it already does naturally better. At the end of the day, if you are lathering even the best skincare on your skin, it's still up to your skin to use those products. So that's what I love about this. And I do pair it with the Murad Hydration Night Fix Enzyme Treatment. This is like my 4th bottle of this. I am so obsessed. My friend Annie put me onto it, and I have not been able to use anything else since. So this is the last thing to hit my skin every night before I go to bed. I typically tell people, if you are going to use this, don't put it with your skincare, put it on your night table, because, well, there's a million reasons. The first is that the 3 main ingredients in here are actually active aromatherapy. So you pump 2 pumps into your hand, you press it on your fingers, and you breathe it in. there is a really calming, like circadian rhythm reset style ingredient in there that's going to help you to fall asleep. Think like melatonin. It's not telling your body it's bedtime, but that active aromatherapy and that act of putting it on the second before you go to bed will actually train your body once you smell it that it's time to go to sleep. While it's on, it's also going to boost hydration to your skin, and just like the Kiehl's, it's going to help your skin do what it naturally does better. This is not in lieu of your moisturizer. This is actually something you can use with your moisturizer. Again, this basically is just an overnight hydration. It says, smoothing the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, even out your skin tone, and just look well rested by morning. This, as well as all of the Murad line, are dermatologist developed and tested, and honestly, it is a line that I am so obsessed with because I did a skincare video about myths, which I will link up here. Natural does not always mean better, and sometimes some synthesized ingredients and a little more clinical are going to give you a little bit more results. Again, that depends on your skin, and that is my personal skincare philosophy. So for me, this is something that will always be in my routine, always, always, always. The next item is the last skincare item, and it is actually one that I featured in a video a couple weeks ago. This is the Good Molecules Caffeine Energizing Hydrogel Eye Patches. These are pretty generic under eye gels, but what I love most about these, first off, is the price point. I feel like you get quite a lot for the price. And these were sent to me. I did not purchase these. However, I would. I think that something I've noticed with these ones specifically is that the caffeine actually, like, you see visible decrease in lines and puffiness almost as soon as you take them off. So I love using these anytime I'm going to do my makeup. I will pop these down before I get everything ready, before I wet my beauty blender. So when I'm ready to get ready, I pop it off, pat the serum in, and go to town. And I feel like my eyes just look so lifted after I use these. This is also a great trick for an affordable way for if you're a makeup artist or a freelancer and you want to kind of zhuzh up what you're doing a little bit. You pop these on a client while you set your tools up. By the time you pull them off, they already feel the luxury experience that it just kind of rounds out. Because the amount of times I've seen an artist, like somebody sits down and they just start going to town on makeup, prep the skin, make them feel special. This is going to help you out 1,000 times over. So this is not skincare, but it is along the lines of beautiful, glowy, dewy skin. This is the Wet n Wild Jungle Rock Setting Spray, which was the Bretman Rock collaboration. Oh my god, I love this. So it reminded me a lot of the iconic London setting spray. You'll notice like it has the shimmery pigment in there, but I find that this one is a little less rose gold and a little more champagne. So it's a little bit better for that glow from within, whereas the other one looks like a little bit more of a golden hour highlight. I do love the iconic London one, but if I had to pick between the two, I think I would go with this one. First off, it's more affordable. Second off, I think the mister is just, I mean, I love that. It's not aggressive, but it's definitely powerful. It has this beautiful scent to it, almost like coconuts and pina colada. Love. I've been using this over my makeup every time I've done my makeup since I got it. It lives right here, right next to me whenever I'm filming or doing my makeup for any reason. And it just kind of, after you've powdered, after you've set your makeup, after you've done everything, I will just spray this over, grab a beauty sponge, and just kind of pat it in a little bit. And it just brings the skin back to life, gets rid of any powderiness, gets rid of any texture, and really just smooths you over. I'm going to need you guys not to freak out because this is kind of a big moment for me. I have a brow product to talk about. Not only is it a brow product, but it is not by Milk Makeup. This I've had in my collection. I used it once or twice like 3 months ago. It is the Benefit Brow Styler. This is in the shade 3.5. On the top, you have a brow pencil. I believe it's the same as the Goof Proof Brow. And underneath is a brow powder that you pull through your brow. And the first time I used it, I was like, it's okay, it's a little overpowering. But the second I took a spoolie to it and kind of combed through it, I was in love. Lately, I've been doing a little bit more of a structured brow. And this is what I've been using to get me there. I will still take a brow gel, whether it is my Milk Makeup Cush Brow, which I've been using forever, or really any clear brow gel on top of it if I don't want more color. I'll use the Milk if I want it to be a little more like structured and a little more intense, not gonna lie. And if I want it a little bit softer, I'll take a clear brow gel. But that combination has just been so winning for me for my brows, which I have really been taking the time to do, which you guys know for me is kind of a big deal. And my last favorite for the month, I did a full video, which I will again link right up here, all about my favorite mascaras. I spoke about the 5 categories of mascara: length, lift, volume, curl, and drama. I talk about my top favorite 6, and the one I find that I am the most commonly drawn to lately is the Beauty For Real High Definition Mascara. There's a few reasons for that. The first, it has an itty bitty baby wand applicator that is actually hollow. So it holds quite a bit of product, so you don't have to dunk in like 9 different times. Because the teeth on that comb are so precise, you can get your lower lashes without smudging globs of mascara everywhere. Similarly to how I like Benefit Roller Lash, because the wand is so small that you can really get into every single lash, I have been loving this. The main difference that sets this apart is Roller Lash is more for lift and curl. I find that this one separates and lengthens. So the two are a power combination, and you can totally layer them together. But lately, like, this is just the one I've been grabbing the most frequently. I believe, and I will have to double check it, they are still running a promotion where this is free with any purchase on their website. So go to their website and buy it, and you'll get it for free. And then you can try it, because I am obsessed. All right, I do have 3 flops today, and then one product I want to talk about because it's kind of a favorite and a flop at the same time. My first flop is going to be the NARS Lowrider Lipstick. I love this formula. It is the Power Matte, but this shade was just so pink that I was not able to wear this and not cringe. I did get a lot of people commenting on that video, though, that they thought it looked very flattering. I just did not love it. So this is not a formula issue because I did switch it out for a red one that I already owned, the shade Superwoman, which I do love. The formula is amazing. The color just wasn't it for me. This came out of a BoxyCharm. Next, this is the Arbonne. It's a fine line pencil eyeliner. This failed for me because of the packaging. I mentioned in the video, I opened it and I went to put it in my waterline and I kind of stuck the cap on the back and I applied, and when I pulled it off, it actually pulled the top piece off from the cap that is now stuck in there. So I can't actually close this to where it locks in. The cap just falls right off. So the formula was actually pretty good and the color was a nice light brown, but the packaging is so dysfunctional, for lack of a better word, that it is not worth it to me, especially for $40. I don't want a liner that breaks the first time I use it. I can't use this anymore because I can't close it. That's not sanitary, that's not safe, it's going to cause the formula to dry out. This is now, unfortunately, garbage. That did come in a Chic Beauty box. I'll link the unboxing up here as well. I did love that box. I actually got some really great products out of it, but that was not one of them. And my last flop is going to be the Fenty Beauty Sponge. I thought I was going to like this. I actually, and this is kind of a favorite, kind of a flop, I love it for powders, I hate it for liquids. Once I like dampen it and it puffs up, it has some really nice surface area. So taking a loose powder, I love it for powdering the under eye, or like after I set my setting spray, powdering the skin, or even just touching up. But for application, I'm not a fan. I will stick to, currently I'm actually loving the Morphe Brushes sponge. I know everyone's going to be like, they changed the formula, I hate it now. This is the old one I stocked up. But once I'm done with this, I'm going to have to try the new one and see for myself how I feel. But this is amazing for powders. Absolutely don't like it for liquids or creams. And the last item is also from Fenty. I don't want to shit on Fenty because I love Fenty, but they're just not for me. They are the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. These came in a premium BoxyCharm. I was able to make them work. I think it looked good on the skin. However, I personally have more oily skin. I don't love cream products. So for me, it's just not something I'm going to get use out of in my collection. So it's not a bad product if you like cream products. They're pigmented, they blend out really nicely, they look beautiful on the skin, they don't accentuate texture, but I personally just didn't like the way they applied, and it's just another step because I did end up having to take powders over it to the point where I'll just stick to using my powder products. And with that being said, it has been about 15 minutes. My mask is mostly dry, so I'm going to go and wipe this off and clean up my face, and that is going to be that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and as always, let me know down below in the comment section what are some of your current favorites and flops, because your recommendations are what I use to try and test and play with things for future months to come. It's the reason I gave this a second chance, and I'm just really excited to talk to you guys about what you love. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.